Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Justin and you're on Fast Entrepreneur. I want to take about the next 5 minutes. If you're new to crypto, then this video is probably a good start for you. If you've already been around the block, if you already kind of know, some of this might be review, you may not need this video, but let's get right into it. My name's Justin, you're on Fast Entrepreneur. I may have said that already. If I did, here we go. Anyways, I want to kind of give you a broad overview in the next 5 minutes, if you're new to crypto, on just how I see it and what crypto is all about, all the different avenues, because it's a big place. You could get lost, but you know, more importantly, where could you get started? This is not financial advice, but let's get right into it. So, do your own research. But if you're new to crypto, there's a chance that you're in it now because you're hearing all the hype on the news, or you're having friends that are talking about it, or people are investing in meme coins, these dog coins. You're hearing all these stories of people getting rich. Very, very few people that I know get into crypto for the technology itself, meaning that they actually understand like the history of blockchain, Bitcoin, smart contracts, layer ones, layer 2 solutions, etc., NFTs, blah, blah, blah. However, it doesn't matter. We're glad you're here. So I want to kind of just spell out what's here now. Because when I got started in crypto about 5 years ago in the last bull run, it's probably just a lot like you. I didn't know what I didn't know. I managed to, find my way around, get some wallets, and in some ways I got lucky. I had earned like 3 Bitcoin. I don't have them anymore. I sold them all, very, very early on. I made like, very little. So I didn't know what I didn't know. And I spent the next few years kind of learning, going down the rabbit hole, if you will. So what are we looking at? Most people will probably get involved through like an app called Coinbase. What is Coinbase? It's a centralized exchange. In the United States, it's regulated. It's on the NASDAQ. I feel comfortable recommending friends and family to use Coinbase, and it's usually a great place to start. Now, is it the only place? Well, for some people, maybe that's it. Maybe that's all you want to do. But Coinbase is limited in what you can do. They only have now 50 such coins, some of the larger coins, but there's not a whole lot you can do. There's not a lot of, in-depth analysis, trading charts, etc. But for a lot of people, that's a great place to start, and maybe you get your feet wet. If you choose and you want to go down the rabbit hole to go further, this is, in my opinion, an industry that you learn while doing. You experience it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you want to learn, first things first, I always say start with the history, just so you kind of get an understanding of where you are. And really, you don't have to dive into all of it. You don't have to, be a, technical genius. But I would say definitely know what the 4-year cycles of Bitcoin are and why they're important. I mean, that to me, as a newbie, I didn't know, and had I known, maybe I would have had a different perspective earlier on. With that being said, okay, now that you realize maybe there's cycles, maybe they'll continue, maybe they won't, where are you going to go get your news? There's a lot of people on YouTube, right? There's a lot of articles. There's a lot of places you can go. So the way that I see it, you've got your retail people that are just, probably Coinbase. You've got some retail people that are getting into crypto because of NFTs, right? These like JPEGs, these little computer images that people are buying and selling for crazy amounts of money. And that's all fine and dandy, but many probably don't go much further or have the wherewithal or the understanding of really what they're involved in beyond that. But for people that stay and understand the technology and why many others believe that this is, potentially world-changing, revolutionary, they realize there's a whole other world. There's what they call altcoins, Ethereum being literally the largest altcoin, and Ethereum is where most of the action actually is. It's where, major narratives like DeFi, Decentralized Finance, and others are taking place as we speak. So that's usually the next place that people will start to learn about Ethereum. And when you start to learn about Ethereum, then you realize, well, there's a lot of other tokens that are actually run or launched on the Ethereum blockchain. They're known as ERC20 tokens. And you can buy and sell them, not just, you can't get them all on, say, Coinbase, but you can get most of them on what's called decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. But then as you dive a little further, you start to realize, oh, that's all fine and good, and I want to go on Uniswap and I want to try these out. But, I need a wallet to actually be able to store these ERC20 tokens. So then you have to look into wallets like Coinbase Wallet or MetaMask or others. And then you have to learn about self-custody. You have to learn about private keys. You have to learn about, your seed phrase, how to keep you have to learn about that. And then if you want to make a trade, then you have to learn about the fees on Ethereum. And the fees, I know I said there's going to be 5 minutes, but you know what? I think I'm just going to keep rolling with it because why not? The fees on Ethereum are pretty high. So for most people, they don't want to be spending $30, $50, $100, $150 just to make a transaction. So that's when people look for alternatives to that. Some other alternatives that operate similar and actually are clones of Ethereum are things like the Binance Smart Chain. Now, the Binance Smart Chain may not be as decentralized as Ethereum, but it can do many similar things, fraction of the cost for fees. So we're talking about, 50 cents for a transaction versus $50. So we find these ecosystems where people are moving to go, if they want to play around a little bit more, but they don't want to get involved in Ethereum too much because it's too expensive, they go to like the Binance Smart Chain. And instead of ERC20s, now you have BEP20 tokens. You have to, same thing. You have to have wallets. You have to learn how to store them, etc. So, and it doesn't stop there. There are other places, let's just put it this way, other ecosystems, other chains that you can go that have, different fees and different opportunities. Some ecosystems are built out, a lot more than others. Some are a little bit younger, maybe more limited in what you can do. And that kind of gets you going. From there, like I said, you kind of just, you learn as you go. And, as you get more advanced, or if you do want to get more advanced, you can learn about, things, not just buying and holding tokens, but you can learn about trading. You can learn about, staking coins, adding liquidity, farming for, extra rewards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot to it. But I thought I would just take a few minutes, here on a Sunday, because it looks like, we're in the midst of this 4-year cycle here. There are probably going to be people that are new to crypto. They don't even know where to start. I was just like that, not too many years ago. And I could tell you, as much as I think I've gone down the rabbit hole, there's always a lot more to learn. And there's always people that know way, way, way more than I do. So, I definitely am glad that I took the plunge, that I got started, because I think that's really where it all begins. And that's, so I always say, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. You can always start, but start small, right? It's always better to start small. And, because if you lose, a few bucks, it's probably not going to be, devastating. But if you, go all in and you don't know what you don't know, then you could have some consequences, so, be smart, be wise. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Listen, put in the comments if this video was helpful to you, like if you are new to crypto, just getting, and you have like some questions, let me know in the comments below if there's certain questions that maybe you want me to address. Maybe I can just do some follow-up videos. to help anybody out. I have, since I've been, in this industry, if you will, a little bit here and there, over the last several years, I've, personally, shared and invited and helped others kind of get started. So I know some of the questions, that others have. Some of these things I don't think about as much, but I realize that it could be fresh on your mind. And, so that's what I'm here for. And, I'm just trying to help bring a perspective in a short period of time to y'all. So thanks for being patient with me. I said try to do this in a 5-minute video, but it looked like that just wasn't going to happen. So, we'll see how we do in the future. But one last thing. I really, really, really would appreciate if you want to just help me out and you want to be part of this, together, please hit the like button. And most importantly, if you want to kind of, be involved and stay connected with me, hit subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. It lets me know that you care, lets me know that you like the content that I'm putting out. And, it's super appreciated. So that's all I got, folks. Thanks a lot, and enjoy your crypto journey. Be blessed.